I'm not sure who needs to hear this today, but it's okay to ask for help. Asking for help does not mean that you are weak or that you cannot do something yourself, but this human experience, we are not supposed to do this alone. This is what community is for, your family and your friends and those people that can hold space for you in a way that you can show up as yourself feeling safe, a place where you can express your fears, your joys, your excitements, your passions, your dreams, and your goals without feeling judged or as if someone doesn't believe in you. And I hope that you can find that and that you choose to ask for help when you need it instead of suffering alone, because this human experience is not about being alone. It is about your community. And I promise you, they're out there looking for you. Number 11. I'm fucking exhausted. That's all I've got. I'm heading home. It's been a day. It's been a weird day. I woke up this morning feeling so sick to my stomach. The way that I know that I am not in my body at night is if I wake up nauseous, and I mean like it is a different type of nausea versus chemo or being sick. I just know it. It's something that like that deep inner knowing, I can't explain it. I just know. I was literally tossing and turning all night, but I was like in between sleep. It was really weird. I also got up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. I did eat more sweets yesterday because I've been treating myself when I go down the hill because I'm doing radiation, but it's also showing me that I cannot be doing what I've been doing because I also haven't been moving as much. So when I'm not eating great and I'm not moving as much, my body's gonna feel it. And I fucking feel it. Didn't even do my morning pages, and that is rare that I don't do a morning page, even if it's just one. I didn't even freaking write in it because I knew I couldn't sit or stand at the counter to do that. I drank half of my hot water and I couldn't even bring myself to put lemon in it. And all I wanted to do was get into my meditation spot and just sit there for a second, be in the cold of the cave that is my bedroom. I sat on the couch. I drank ginger tea this morning before like my morning. This is a morning that's reminding me that I'm human, is what's happening for me. This is a very human day. It's also the moon in Scorpio, and even that was 222 on my camera. Even though I'm not a Scorpio moon, I'm a water sign, Pisces moon. And I also realized it'd been a while since I had like a really good, like I've never cried like this before. And there's all kinds of things that are coming to the surface of, I mean, especially with Scorpio energy and the death and the transformation and the finishing of things. And it's just like, and it's 2-2 on Venus day. And it's my 11th 1-1 treatment. Just saying, these are those things that connect, and I'm just like, yep, this is it. And yeah, I had a rough go around this morning. I didn't eat. I couldn't even do an apple. I had to drink ginger tea. I did get my supplements down because I also knew that that would help because I take a turmeric one and the inflammation. I've gotten myself something every day that I've gone down the hill, and I had this realization that I cannot do that anymore. But it's okay because these are those things that are reminding me that I'm fucking human, but it's like, whoa, we gotta like change this because I can't feel like this. I did feel like this though after my second one, but we're literally having a laser on my fucking body. Today's very human day. I got myself to the treatment center, dealt with that. I'm glad I didn't have to see certain people. I got through there, sat down. It was just weird again, just like people in the waiting room, and it was a lot. It showed me how I can show up for myself on a day like today in the way that I'm physically feeling, and remembering the things, like even if I feel like shit, that I don't need to be rude to people or like let that come out. Because like I said this morning, my refuge was literally my meditation spot and my yoga mat, which are both like, those are sacred spaces for me. So much. So then I thought there was going to be a chimney sweep. Yes, I guess people still do that because we have chimneys. Supposed to come here. So this morning I had to like make sure I put certain things away, close certain doors, because that's how I am. Like I don't want some strange person being able to look into my bedroom or into my bathroom. So we close those doors, we put things away, we just made it very much. And we also asked the dragons to be like, clear the energy. Plan was to have them cleared as soon as they left, but they never showed up. Instead of me coming straight home after my treatment. Oh, I also had an office visit with the radiologist. It's really funny because he sort of reminds me of my sister. He's a Gemini. I can see like there's things like always moving up here. Anyways, I just went on a drive because it's nice out. I have my sunroof open. I just needed to like be in the car, just driving. I thought about going to the coast, but I was like, no, I don't have the energy for that. And the Oregon coast is, for me, it's magic. Anyways, I digress. I went to an old neighborhood that I used to live in. I thought I was going to go walk. Instead, it was very much a death, like ending, finishing, a decade out night that I drove past somewhere I used to live, in that life and that version of myself. And I was like, it was one of those drives where like all of these memories start popping into your mind about that place that you were at, that you lived there, that you resided there. That was what you called home. And so for those things to come up, I've never cried like this before, ever. I don't think I've ever cried like this ever in my life, in this lifetime. I would equate it to maybe what I was feeling is that like I could literally feel the death and the things that were changing. And it's very much like grieving the person of like me being able to understand that like food wise, I cannot have snacks in my apartment or my house anymore. And that is the thing, like me, the last 15 days of me going down there, I've had access to snacks. And the way in which I was like justifying having them is because, your girl's going through fucking 15 treatments of radiation. So like, that's the one thing I can do for myself. I don't always buy myself like things because I don't need things, but I like to buy myself like a treat that I don't normally eat. And that ended up being for 5 days straight. Now it's been 10 days straight. But today I didn't do that because yesterday I had one too many. And that's one of the reasons why I didn't feel great waking up. And I know that because I could feel it like that. I couldn't sleep because there's just so much in my stomach and so much I'm digesting and so much I'm integrating and everything that is changing through all of this, especially the things that I cannot see, but I can see and I can freaking see. And that I know it was a primal cry that I've never had before. It was just like, I feel so much better. And it was in my car. And it was one of those things I was like, it's just different. And I had the windows open and it's gorgeous out and I could feel all the energy of the dragons because let's be real, it is the new year soon and all the dragons are coming back to Earth. So get on that. And I also there's been whale energy as well. And it's just been a lot. This lifetime, I'm a multidimensional being living on our school. Like this is what it's like. What I've come to learn about myself, this space up here, this is my refuge up. And I will do everything in my powers to stay up here because there's no going back down. Because this is like, and then to be able to come home and know that the person was never here. And before I even came inside, I stood outside on my deck for a good 10 minutes just in the sun. I needed to feel the sun on my face. I am truly, truly grateful and blessed to have this space to heal. This is one of the major things in which it has been part of my foundation and this space that I get to heal in. To feel safe in your body and then in your home. That's next level because you really get to tap into the things within. You get to unlock it. Kali Ma for sure. That's what we're working with today is Kali energy and I can feel it so deeply. And I know she's been around too and it hasn't been something where I'm like, I want to go deal with darkness right now. But here we are because it always ends up happening. And there's a lot of body things that are changing and happening and I can feel it and it's like upgrading in a different way. And yeah, the Schumann was at about 18, but like I think it just added to it. And the anticipation of this being like number 11, right? This is the last 5 consecutive that I ever have to do, that I will ever do again in this lifetime, ever. Across all time. I will never be there again for 5 days straight. And also the crying was very much like really understanding that was a life that like, because I woke up this morning really needing a hug, like straight up. That's something. And when I was making my bed this morning, I was like, it'd be really nice if like there was someone that was like on my team just to help make the bed, to help make me a cup of ginger tea, to be taken care of in a way that is intimate and a connection, soul connection, because that is what it is now, right? Soul connections. Yeah, it's just one of those days. And then it started getting me thinking of like all of these people, and this is what brought me out of it. There were like certain people that I was like, I would be able to go to any of those people in those moments, in this moment if I wanted to, but that's not like knowing that I'm not alone. But allowing myself to fucking just like cry and be in it and then let it go because you don't hold it in. It was a legit cry about death of an old version of myself and like a lot of things, and really understanding that this next part of life, this next phase, the integration period and everything that's changing within, and understanding now that we know what we got to do. Now we got to implement it because now the physical body and the things are the physical body is catching up because we had to go through all the physical things, right? We had to go through the chemo. We still going through the treatments every 21 days. Like when I'm really going to be doing the things is July, when this shit is out of my body, probably not to the end of the year. I'm giving myself 2024 to get through that because it physically shows in your body of all the shit that maybe you're moving through emotionally. This lifetime, I'm a multidimensional being living on Earth school.